All right, let me start this off by saying, look, there's a lot of things I wish I had known when I first started my YouTube channel. Getting to 20,000 subscribers has not been easy, but there's a few things that you should know that will be helpful. The algorithm is a little fickle. Look, there are a lot of things going on within the algorithm that you don't see. So yes, it gauges you based on what kind of performance your video has, how long people watch it. All of these type of things are important, but you've got to remember that's also in comparison to all the other thousands of videos that are out at that exact moment. So sometimes even the exact video with the exact same release doesn't have the same performance and doesn't take traction all the way. I have several videos that are well over 6 months old and they're just now taking off. So give your channel time, don't quit early, and remember the algorithm is fickle. Yes, you need to play to it a little bit to make sure things work the way you want, but you are not going to be able to trick it. Make sure that the people who watch your video aren't your friends and relatives. Make sure that they are the people who really want that content, because that's where the algorithm starts to help you. That brings me to the second note. Don't bother telling your friends. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of people in YouTube have struggled with the confidence to get it done and to keep going and to do it. It's going to be a long, hard road. And if those people that you're talking to aren't going to be encouraging and telling you how, and helping you out and making sure that you fight the times when things are hard, or when you put your life into tons of videos and have, no views, or you get lots of views and you get no sales off your affiliate links, or whatever the case may be, those aren't the people that are going to be supporting you. My suggestion is that you go out on the internet and find some other YouTubers in this industry that you can relate to, that you can work with, that you can associate with. I have several of them myself that I visit their live streams. I chat with them all the time. I watch their videos. And to be honest with you, none of us have all the answers. I almost always learn something watching from the smallest creators to the largest creators. And when they provide their feedback, I like to listen, simply because a lot of the times you'll hear things that make you think of something very close to or relate it to what you need to fix yourself. So please keep in mind, you don't know everything. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. So get those friends that are part of the industry, that understand when you say, I put out a video and it's 10 of 10. They understand what that means. And so that when YouTube is giving you that bad video, or what they consider bad today, that they also understand that 6 months from now, it may be your most popular video. That's happening to me right now on my solar channel. I released a very short video about Starlink 6-8 months ago. Did nothing. Now it's well surpassed 10,000 views, and it just keeps going and getting feedback and views every day. Sometimes it takes time for your channel to take hold. So stay on target. Keep up the good work. That leads me to point number 3. Point number 3 is keep posting. It is very, very difficult, and this is why you don't want to tell your friends, because they'll do everything they can to try to let you down software or protect you or something, and what they're really doing is they're harming you. It's none of fault of their own, but you want to keep posting, and I suggest you come up with a regular schedule. Whether that schedule is once every 2 weeks, whether that schedule is, a post within, 10 days on average, and that means that if one of them takes 19 days and the next time you post 2 in 10 days, that's fine. But come up with a regular schedule to where you have to have some kind of deadline behind you pushing when you first get started. Or you can go months on accident without realizing you haven't posted anything. For the first time since I started my solar channel 2 weeks ago, I realized it had been 12 days since I had posted. And that's because I had given up on the regular schedule and just said, I'll just post whatever I have whenever I have it. Now that works fine when I'm typically posting, a video every 3 or 4 days. But all of a sudden, Christmas got busy, the New Year's came along, we had a bunch of shows going on, doing some stuff, we were moving, and I looked down and it had been a long time since I posted. I had nothing in my backlog. So keep posting and set yourself a schedule. That number 3 is keep a schedule, and it's kind of falls into keep posting, but it's a tool to help you keep posting. And what I mean by a schedule is not just a schedule of post every week or so. I like to mix the content up. There's two types of content. There's search content, long term, takes a while. People go out and look for how do I bait a hook for fishing, or they go out and they look for how do I put up a fence. That is search content. They're going to come out. It's greening, it meaning that it's evergreen. It refreshes itself, and they're going to be looking for it forever. That's the kind of content you want to do 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 of all of your videos, and that greening kind of content. Don't expect huge results, expect long-term results. How did this video do over this year? Not necessarily how did it do for the first week. And then keep a schedule of 1 out of every 3. Keep the schedule of keeping your videos on a regular basis, and make sure you keep your content the same too. Stats can help and they can hurt. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Understanding when you release a video, if it's a search content, looking at the stats sometimes can be extraordinarily hurtful. It'll make you feel like you did all of that work and got nothing for it. It takes a very long time from once you start your channel till you get to the point where you don't pay attention as much to the stats. One of the things that I do now that I've been monetized, once you're monetized, you don't pay as much attention to the hours that you get on every live stream before you're monetized. It's, oh, that was 16 hours. Oh, that was 23 hours. Oh, that was 38 hours. If I just do one of those every week, I can, get there faster, and so on and so forth. You also pay very close attention to all of the views that you get on every video. Oh, that's 1,000 views. Oh, that's 2,000 views. And it takes a very long time before you get to the point where you're going back and you're focusing on your real purpose. And this is what I mean, that they can hurt you. They can hurt you by you chase the stats instead of chasing what you really want to do. So in my solar channel, the one thing I've doubled down on this year is helping people. Remember who you're there for. If you're there to teach someone how to go fishing, go back to teaching people how to go fishing and quit chasing statistics. The statistics will come when you build the videos and you attract the right people. That's one of the biggest things that you hear, is that people make videos about things they don't want to make videos about so they can get the stats. And that is channel suicide, because then even when you have a success, then you're stuck in a niche that you hate. So keep in mind that stats can help, and they can encourage you to find the things that work well so that you can double down on them, but they can also hurt in that they make you feel like you're being punished for something that you're doing right that's going to have a long-term effects. And you have to ask yourself, is this a searchable content video, an evergreen type thing that's going to have long legs? Or is this some pulp culture hit that's going to be popular for 3 or 4 days and then be over? And that's really what you have to figure out when you're looking at stats, and you have to understand the difference. And you should be bullet pointing which ones of your videos that you want to have that type of search content or shock content, where people have to see it right now. And that's where that's where it's really important to understand what the stats are telling you, and how important, and how they can help and how they can hurt. Fifth on my list is there is no magic shortcuts to views and watch hours. And anyone who tells you flip this switch and get 1,000 views, and flip this switch and get 1,000,000 this and get 1,000,000 that, they're lying. They're not going to happen. You're not going to get 1,000,000 views, and it's not going to go that way. So please pay very close attention to all of the little details. Do it a lot when you're fresh, and as you get more and more into this, you'll find that some of those things just don't matter at all, and you can get away with not doing them at all. 6, find friends on YouTube that you work with you, that you understand, that are in the same niche as you, some bigger, some smaller, and work with them. attend their live streams, watch what they do, learn from them, they'll learn from you, and they'll also understand the problems that you're having. And a lot of the times you can find someone that you can follow and someone that's following you. That's my suggestion, is you do both. That way you can offer your advice to the people that are following you, and you can get advice from the people that you're following. And a lot of the times, good advice comes from both sides of that fence. Regardless of their size, everybody knows a little bit about something, and it all comes down to helping you there. Last hint, thousands of tools that are between $10 and $30 a piece from, some of them are good, some of them are bad, but my suggestion is that you use the trial versions and really find out if you need the tools before you spend the money. You'll have $1,000 worth of subscription in 2 months if you buy everything that comes out. They're focused at it. A lot of the builders are selling these products and stuff. A lot of them have very useful purposes, but there's very few of them that I have long-term really found the need and the absolute need to do it. vidIQ, I use it all the time for their thumbnail process and for, you know, some analysis and things like that. But there are a lot of other ones that I bought up front that I just had to go back and cancel after a couple of months of having it and didn't do it. Epidemic Sound, use it on practically every video, which I wish I had it for every channel. I bought a copy of the DaVinci Resolve. That's something I use every day for editing. So be very selective in those things that you purchase, and make sure that they're things that you really want to know, especially the subscription ones, because those are the ones that long term, you think you need this AI tool, and you need that tool, and you need this tool, and you need this tool, and you need that tool. And in reality, what you need to do is you need to stop, remember what your core purpose is, make videos about that, post videos like that, practice, get better, get better, get better, get more views, get more watch hours, get monetized, and then go back and start over. Look back inside at, why are you here? I'm here because I like helping people. I identify each person that I want to help, and I make sure when I talk to this camera that I'm talking to you. You are the person I want to help, and you are the one that this video was made for. And that is how you get new subscribers and new viewers. I hope this helps you. I hope you've got something from this, and I hope to see you again on the next video. Talk to you then. Bye.